Selling this log splitter today is huge as far as getting another car for next year. Another Camaro that needs an engine. So $1,250, that will go a long ways as far as saving up and getting another car for about $2,500. I found one on there for $23, probably get him down to $2,000. So possibly I may just go ahead and get that car. But we'll see. Okay, I told everybody this week I was going to tell you what was going to happen with the car. We're going to try to get another one. The first Camaro didn't work out, it was totaled out. So not giving up that easy. So this is one of the cars I'm going to talk about later in the video, but this is the one I tried to buy. I messaged him and I didn't get no message back. What, $2,300 for it? He's saying it's well maintained mechanically until the rod bearings had went out. It has some chattering, so I pulled a valve cover to check in there. So I'm not sure what he's doing or what's wrong with it. So he's not firm on his price. He wants his car out of his carport so he can put something else in there, I'm sure. But he's got 230,000 miles on the car. That's the reason why I only offered him $1,800 for it. With that mileage, 230,000 miles, I told him that's all I can offer him, and I never did hear back from him. So, I mean, it looks okay. Even if the interior is completely ragged out, I can swap the interior out. I mean, I'm sure 230,000 miles, it's going to be pretty worn. See, this is the back. I think this is the back. Looks like he scuffed something there. Anyway, overall, it looks pretty good. See, the seats ain't really, they got cloth seats in it, but it's not all wore out or anything. Can't get to see the steering wheel, and I'm sure that's a 13, and I'm pretty sure this is a 2010 or 11. See, that has the LLT engine in it. That's that metal intake. That came on the LLT. The 2012 comes with the LFX. That's it's not a completely different engine, I mean, but it does have a different intake on it. They did make some improvements on it. So I don't know. I didn't hear from him, so I'm not going to worry about it. I figured he's listed 8 weeks ago. I figured he's in Choctaw, Oklahoma. That's clear down there by Oklahoma City. That's a little bit further than what I thought. So I would have went down there and got it if we could have worked out a deal, but it didn't go through. Okay, this is another one that I tried to get. 145,000 miles. I messaged this guy and told him about my car when I had it for sale. He said the motor's locked up. $4,000 our best offer. All 4 new tires. Will not run and will need a trailer. It's over by Wichita area, a little bit over here in Pratt, Kansas. It's just a little bit to the west of there. But it's a good looking car too. It's got the rear spoiler, got it all blacked out. I believe it's silver. Got the louvers on the back. You know, it's got black rims. It's got the what do you call it? The heat extractor. Got window tint that's peeling. Yeah, that's a small heat extractor, but it looks cool on there. That's a good looking car, but it's got all the, it's automatic, it's like it's got the gauges in it. And that is definitely a 12 steering wheel. This Camaro RS. So I didn't hear from this guy either. 4,000 or best offer 6 weeks ago around Wichita, Kansas. And I offered him, I told him about my car, you know, one of us need to get together, you know, and he can buy my car, or I can buy his car, you know. Both cars together can get another car going. His car's locked up. But I'm not going to give him no $3,500 for it, or $4,000. I mean, I told him I'd give him $2,000. You know, maybe give him $3,000 later on down the road, but I wouldn't give much more than $3,000 for it. Looks like it needs vacuumed out. I mean, it's not all ragged out or nothing. It still looks pretty good. So I guess that's two that I've been looking at, and kind of fell through. I'll just keep looking and see what I can find. If I find something this fall, I might go ahead and get it. If not, I'll just keep working on the car I got. I want to make sure it's a good running motor before I pull it out. I thought about go ahead and just jerk it out of there, but I want to make sure it has no codes. I mean, that's not that big of a deal, but I want to make sure it's not rattling or got good throttle response and everything. I want to make sure it's a really good motor before I go pulling it out of there. Now we'll have to change out the oil pan on it. And I was thinking, if I buy a car that has a bad motor in it, what's it going to have on the bottom of it? It's going to have a good oil pan in it. So there's no use in me buying another oil pan unless I buy a car that don't have a motor in it. That'd be the only way I would need to get an oil pan. But I think if I get a car that's got a motor in it, then it shouldn't be no problem. Just swap the oil pans and be good to go. Okay, now we're going to go back to the original video. Sitting here in Sedan, Kansas, having a DQ hamburger. I had to show you this. The yellow brick road. Those sidewalks are all over town. Yellow brick road, Sedan, Kansas. That's where this log splitter's going. Said it was sold if I could deliver it. Yeah, it was about an hour away. So yeah, sure, why not? So we're here. I'm downtown. I just gotta go find where it goes to. Okay, in this video we're gonna start tearing down the. Gotta pull all this air intake stuff back off of it. I just got my fans disconnected here. That was fun. We're gonna pull this radiator out today. Gonna see if we can't get it patched up. Get these fans off here first, get the radiator out next, and we can see if we can't get it patched up on the bottom of it. Okay, just pull the fans out of there. I'll do the radiator next. Pull it back. Got to take that 10mm off there. Right there. One more hose at the bottom down there for these coolant lines right down here for the radiator. Coolant lines for the transmission. Transmission lines are junk. Radiator's junk. So I'm just going to cut them. I brought a little tubing cutter. I'll just take a... See, I think... gonna have to get a little piece of tubing, which I could probably use those lines right there. I just need a jumper across it. In fact, maybe I could just cut one of these lines and cut it here, then put the rubber back onto the metal right here, just loop it where it'll stay connected so I won't run my transmission fluid out on the ground. But I gotta get the that big hose off right there, off of the radiator. Get all that pulled out and we'll be able to flip it over and see where it's leaking at. Get some JB Weld and plastic, then we can see if we can't fix it, and then we'll stick it back together. See if we can run this thing a little bit longer. Kind of like to leave antifreeze in it over the winter time, because I did dump some water in it, and I don't know if I got any water in the water pump, and I sure don't want to freeze up over the winter. So we'll do that. See if we can't get some antifreeze in this thing. What do you think of that radiator? Never seen one quite like that before. Let's see, it was leaking over here on the right side here. I think I'm probably going to have to put some water to it. I think it's right around that. Right around the bottom there. I don't know exactly. I think it's right around there. It's like a leak right in there, that crack right there. Yeah, I think it's leaking around that crack right there. So I'll throw this on the golf cart. And I did sell my wood splitter. It's gone. Got it loaded up and took him down to all this dirt on here. So that was the lines over there on the far left. Was the air conditioner, high pressure lines. I left the condenser in there, so I think we'll patch up that radiator. See if we can hook it all back up. I'm gonna do it real loosely. I'm not gonna put the fans back in. I'll just hook all these big hoses back up, and we'll fill it up with antifreeze, and Well, I got to patch that line right down there too. I'm going to cut the rubber part on the right side one, and then hose clamp it on the left side one. I left the little stubby out there so I can put a hose and clamp on it. That'll work real good. I thought I was going to have to go to the automotive store and get some of this rubber line right here, but I've got some right here that will work just fine. So back to the log splitter. Selling that was huge as far as getting another car. I did contact a couple guys. I was thinking about getting a car this fall right now. This is still late summer. I was thinking about getting one right now. I'm sweating all over the place, but no, I contacted a couple guys on Facebook, and one of them was wanting 23 for their red Camaro. So another one had a silver or gray Camaro, and they was wanting 35 for it, and I offered him 2,000 now. And them guys, I tell you what, they ain't got no motor in it, ain't worth. Once 35 miles for another 1,500, you can get one that's running. And you talk a lot of work putting another motor in it. So I'm gonna, and I never did hear back from them, neither one of them. I figured the one that had the one that was for 23, I offered them 17.5 for it, or 1,800 with a check, with a good check of course, but I never did hear back from either one of them. So maybe that's a sign to just keep working on this car. And I want to make sure this is a good running car, good running engine before I pull it out. I mean, I was thinking, I see this in the chat all the time. People talk about codes on their computers and throw up an engine code, and I tell them this all the time, and there I'm doing it myself with a battery right there off the golf cart, or on the golf cart. It's a 5-year-old battery. If it drops in voltage, your sensors and all that stuff's not going to have the proper voltage, and it's going to throw an engine code. And I tell people that all the time, and check your battery, you know, in the comments all the time. And there I'm doing it myself. So I'm not going to use that battery again. I'm going to pull the battery off my truck. And it's a good battery. I just bought it not too long ago. And it'll give me full voltage on it. And hopefully next time we start and run this thing, it's not going to have any codes on it. So that's what I'm hoping. Because when the first time we started it, it did not have any codes. It must have had a lot better, fuller battery. It's the same battery, but it must have been charged better. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and patch that up, see if I can get that cut off of there. I'll have to go get me a little hose clamp. I'd like to get that done tonight. Make sure I don't think it'll drip anymore. But I'm gonna do a separate video on I got a repair kit for my power washer, and I'm gonna make a video on that, doing a rebuild kit on it. And then we're gonna wash this motor off again. It's not bad, but some of this sand and stuff up here, it'd be nice to get all that blowed off of there, and it already looks so much better. But it would look even better if now we get down below there a little better too. Yeah, I wanna Get this motor cleaned up really nice. I think these radiator hoses are fine. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and patch that up real quick. I'm gonna get them lines put together and at least kind of spliced together. I might have to put a hose clamp on it tomorrow, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna work on the other video. So like I say, selling that log splitter was huge as far as getting another car ASAP. Now, I could have got one right now, but I got $12.50 out of it, out of that log splitter. It was brand new. It wasn't even 6 months old. I even had the receipt to go with it. A guy down there in business down there in Sedan, Kansas, Yellow Brick Road. He bought it. It was his birthday the next day, and I'm glad he got it. I mean, I'm not gonna. I did take about a $350 hit on it, and most of that was taxes. So I should have just bought a used one to begin with. But I couldn't find, whenever I was looking for one, I couldn't find one that's. I mean, you guys want $600, $700, $800 for stuff that look like junk. In my lands, I can spend twice that much to get a brand new one. So that's what I did, and I got the majority of the money back. Anyway, I'm just rambling on, but yeah, let me go ahead and fix this down here, and then tomorrow we can work on that radiator, put some water in it, and see where it's leaking at. See if we can't get it patched up, and then maybe Friday or. It's been a hot week, and I've just been dragging my feet when it's so blooming hot. Had a cool wave for a while, and then we had another taste of summer. So I'm gonna get this patched up, and I'll be back here shortly. I'll show you where that radiator is leaking. We'll stick some water in it. Okay, that's how that's gonna work. I'll have to get me a hose clamp on that tomorrow. I just want to put it together right now so it don't leak anymore. Okay, that little clamp right there will keep it from coming apart. So that takes care of our transmission part of it. And I got the condenser all shoved back. To see them big holes is where the radiator is going to sit right down on. Right down on there. Then we'll be able to hook it all back up. I got this piece out of there. It was all wound up underneath here. All wound up with the radiator and condenser and stuff. So I got it out of there. It ain't no good. Actually, it goes this way. Goes that way. I'll just throw that away. Okay, well now we're gonna go look at the radiator. I shot part of it last night. Put water in it, and it was leaking out, but it didn't. I guess I forgot to hit record, so we'll go do that part again. Yeah, we found a leaker on it. So we'll go record that again, and I found my JB weld. We'll mix that up, get it patched, and then we'll be done with this video. I got to get it uploaded tonight. I'm always recording at the last minute. But the majority of the video is already edited, so I just got to add this back part on it. Then I get it uploaded here very soon. Okay, got a leaker. I liked it better yesterday. It was shooting right straight out of there. But got the JB weld here. Get that thing dried off and get it patched up. Next video, we're going to stick this thing back in there. We're going to start the car up again. So okay, I'll go take an air hose and blow all this out, and probably shoot it with some brake clean and make sure it's good and clean. Mix up some JB weld, get it put on there. I'll let this thing leak out and then I'll show you the actual crack. Maybe we'll actually see where the hole is. Little hole right there. Okay, now we'll go find something to mix up some of that. Get us a little flat screwdriver and just fill in the top of it. I think that's going to fix it. We'll do another leak test after I let it dry for a while before I stick it back in the car, because I don't want to waste a bunch of time. If it's gonna, I'm sure it'll help, but I don't want to see any drips. I'd like to have the antifreeze stay in there all winter. That way I can go hang out in the car in the winter time, start up once in a while, listen to the radio. That'd be cool. I showed you guys wrong. I thought it was that hole right there. We're gonna go ahead and patch that too, but it's actually that big crack right there. So that was that's where it's leaking at. I was thinking it was this hole right down here. We're gonna patch them both and be done with it. So I'm glad I caught that. Let's get that mixed up and we'll be ready to go. Okay, there's our fix. Gonna let that set over the weekend. It's supposed to be instant setting, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave it set for a while and we're done with this video, so I can start recording again Sunday or Monday. Usually take the weekends off. Alright, it's gonna look pretty good. Got all covered down pretty good. I think that's gonna fix it. Not that we're gonna ever use this radiator again, except for the fact of just restarting it, testing the motor, and then it'll go into the junk pile. When I pull the motor, it'll just go into the metal scrap. Alright, at the end of the video. So I'm going to get this thing uploaded here very quickly. On the Friday. I'm going to say on the Friday, but it's going to be on the Thursday. Alright, thanks for watching.